What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is the game that NCAA wants you to forget. We did the NFL one, and that was absolutely mental. It was a long time ago we did it, but the crowd went absolutely berserk. A lot of bad officiating, and yeah, if you want to go and check that reaction out, just search on my channel, the game the NFL wants you to forget. If you want to watch my reaction, I'd really appreciate it. Just have a little search and put Beasley after it. But I'm keen for this one. Again, that was absolutely brutal, so I'm assuming this is going to be along the same lines, but a college version. Let's get straight into it. Smash that like button, I'd seriously appreciate it. Smash that subscribe button as well, you absolute legends. And what we got, the game the NCAA wants you to forget.
The officials have the toughest
2006,
I don't know how you assess any penalties here.
You know, I say why don't they just meet outside in the tunnel after the ball game and get it on some more.
On this fateful day in 2006.
Yo, what a guy, by the way. He's like, yeah, I don't get why they just don't wait till after and then just throw it up in the tunnel.
One of college football's most infamous moments would occur. In a game that featured the University of Miami and FIU, what took place was so outrageous and disgraceful, the aftermath, which would be devastating, included 31 suspensions. Now, let me give you some context.
Florida International University, located in Miami. Today, the Panthers get big brother to the east, the University of Miami, located in Coral Gables.
Okay, that's at 8.9 miles. I'm assuming that's the distance between each other. That's not far at all. So it's a massive derby game, it seems like. It is a massive, massive derby game.
Miami and FIU's campus are only 9 miles apart, so to say that these kids were familiar with each other would be an understatement. They were probably going to the same parties, some of them probably hung out, but at the end of the day, Miami is a private university, plus they're a way better football program. That would mean that all the better high school football players in the area went to Miami, while the lesser players who didn't get recruited to Miami probably went to FIU. This already had a recipe for animosity. It also doesn't help that Miami had developed a reputation as being, let's call it, undisciplined. Now put these two schools on the field against one another, you're just begging for something to go down.
First ever meeting, okay.
Now we got a little something going on, a little frustration.
These two teams have been chippy the entire game. Well after plays, players from FIU were still going at it. Miami would score their second touchdown of the game, where he would then wave to the FIU sideline, then take a bow, which would later be flagged for an excessive celebration penalty. This seemed to have put the FIU players over the edge, because more than 30 seconds after the play was over, dudes were still jawing at one another. The tension between FIU and Miami had been building the entire game. Inevitably, it was going to snap.
John Petty's extra point is up and good, and another melee on the field. This one is getting out of hand.
Oh, they're still fuming from that celebration. It's only the extra point after.
Flags all over the place. And this is ugly. Very ugly.
Wow, what? Oh my, they're proper throwing as well, man. They're proper going for each other. It's like, are we watching the UFC? Are we watching college football? I don't know. But we've got big weapons in their hands with their helmets. Oh, look at that! Oh my God. A mass ball. Yo, watch where that circle is highlighting. Just watch that. He absolutely body slams him. Watch it here. Oh, man. Yeah, they don't want to stop.
After 50 seconds of pure chaos, state troopers and FIU police had to come on the field to restore order. After the teams finally began separating towards their own sidelines, the referees huddled up to discuss how they were going to penalize this brawl.
Yeah, how do you penalise that? I was like, well, I saw the entire team fighting. Oh, well, you know what? There may have been one guy. No, he hit him with a helmet. Okay, so he's in the book. you've kind of got to penalise everyone, haven't you? Like, surely everyone was brawling. Yes, if you saw someone do something extremely bad, but it seemed like there was extremely bad stuff happening all over the pitch, field. How do you moderate that?
It took them nearly 15 minutes to come up with an answer. That had to be the longest 15 minutes of all time. During that break in the action, Miami was seen celebrating and chanting, with fans proud of what had just gone down, and other fans fighting in the crowd, eventually to be stopped by the local police. But that's not even the worst part. Listen to what the other commentator during this broadcast had to say following the fight.
Now the Metro-Dade police trying to restore order.
Now that's what I'm talking about. You come into our house, you should get your behind kicked. You don't come in the OB playing that stuff. You across the ocean over there. You across the city. You can't come over to our place talking noise like that. You get your butt.
Oh man, everybody's up for this. Again, it's one of them. It is brutal. But imagine if you're part of that rivalry, if you've got that passion in the time, oh, you're up for it, man. Wow.
I was about to go down the elevator and get in that thing.
You assess any penalties here?
You know, I say why don't they just meet outside in the tunnel after the ball game and get it on some more.
So this commentator, Lamar Thomas, was a former player for the Hurricanes back in the early 90s. Lamar was one of the program's best receivers ever, but he wasn't exactly the greatest guy in the world.
I can kind of tell by that commentary. He just wants to fight, doesn't he?
1996, he was charged with aggravated battery after beating his pregnant fiance. Lamar pled no contest and served jail time.
Yeah, okay, that is awful. That is absolutely messed up. No matter how much you want to fight, that is messed up. Awful, man.
Then he allegedly beat her again in 1997. He probably never deserved to be in that booth in the first place.
That's exactly what I was just thinking. Why the hell has he got a commenting job on this? Like, why? Like, he should have just been nowhere near it. You're not getting that opportunity again. You lost that chance, man.
Because of those comments he made during that game, Lamar Thomas was immediately fired.
I'm not surprised.
When the broadcast re-aired, they had cut those comments he made.
Wow.
Like I said in the beginning, 31 players would be suspended, 13 from Miami and 18 from FIU. Most of these guys served 1-game suspensions. Number 26 for FIU, Chris Smith, was thrown off the team for this. And number 24 on FIU, McDuffie, was...
I didn't know... I didn't notice the punch the first time we saw that clip. And I didn't notice that guy coming in and absolutely booting the hell out of his helmet. What's that?
Was thrown off the team for this. And number 24 on FIU, McDuffie.
Yeah, he's the one who boots his head. What's his foot here? Number 24 there.
He was also thrown off the team for kicking that dude in the head.
Yeah.
Number 26 on Miami, Anthony Reddick, pulled the most notorious move of all. It's what you all know now as the Myles Garrett move. He would be suspended indefinitely, but that indefinite suspension lasted only 4 games. The punishment overall was extremely light. This would anger many. An ESPN writer called Miami's 1-game suspensions a soothing caress and manicure.
Wow.
Now, check out this photo. This picture of FIU player Ahmad Ned on crutches became infamous. It had kind of turned into a meme before memes were a big deal. But for FIU, they would continue to fall into the depths of despair. They finished the season 0-12, their coach resigned, and they would go on to lose 23 straight.
That hurts.
They would finish with their worst record in just about a decade.
I mean, compared to FIU, it's not that bad. It may be the worst in a decade, but at least they're positive, you know what I mean? They're positive.
The legendary dynasty of the U was old news. Head coach Larry Coker had made a complete fool of himself. This dude had the balls to say this after the game. Quote, "I think it'll affect the image of our program greatly, but in a positive way. I think that when they see the video and they see how it was handled, they will be impressed with our players."
You know what? I mean, that's nonsense. Absolute nonsense talk, but fair play to the coach coming out and, you know what I mean, defending his team. I do rate that.
You know what we be saying right now? We ready, we ready, we ready.
Wow, man.
We've had a down couple years, but you don't come in here talking smack. Not in our house.
Wow. That is the end of the video. I mean, absolutely chaotic. I can't imagine anything like that happening nowadays, or at least very common. It's an extremely rare event. Let me know if anything similar has happened in any other rivalries. Again, when you start seeing players get suspended and stuff like that and careers ruined, that's when you know it's not going to happen often, because at the end of the day, yes, for rivalry, you want your players to be up for it and stuff like that and have the passion, but they're losing out on that money. You know what I mean? I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button as well. You absolute legends. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.